Hi guys, it's Sherry. Today we are going to be making a really cute pair of earrings. I want to make these for summer and have the whole beach theme go on. So what I did was I rolled this little bit of clay out to my third thickest setting. And then this one and this one are rolled out to my fourth thinnest setting. So I don't want those very thick. What I'm going to do is first start out with this one. I'm going to press down, make sure there's no bubbles underneath it. Get my baby powder. And then I'm going to cut out a couple of these, okay? Now I'm going to leave these right on here and then I can sand them up afterwards. So the next thing I want to do is take one of these, and I have my mica powders. So since I'm doing a beach theme, I want to really kind of just stick with some beachy colors, and I'm going off of what is on this little mermaid tail, okay? I do want to add a little gold. So there. So you'll see I have 3 different color blues, 2 different types of pinks, and then a gold, because that is what is in my mermaid tail. So I really want to stick with those colors. And you could do the same thing with paint. I just want to use the mica powder, and then I don't have to wait for anything to dry. Just makes it much easier. So just take your mica powder and go all over, and it does not have to be perfect. And I'm going to start with the lighter colors first when it comes to the blue, and then move into the darker. This way I could use the same brush over and over. I love this particular one. It almost is like a green blue together. I love it. I'm going to go into my darker blue. This is like a really pretty sapphire blue. So as you can see, like the blue is going to be my main color with this particular piece. All right. Kind of put those off to the side. And now I'm going to go with my lighter colors. Again, with the pink. And I want to get all the white covered up, all right? So you want to cover all the white. And we'll blend this all together afterwards. That's the nice thing about mica powder, is you get to blend it afterwards. And I'll get one more brush, a clean brush for my gold. And now anywhere that I have any white showing, that's what I'm going to do my gold with. Put your lids on before you do anything else, just in case, so you don't dump anything, because trust me, I've done that many times and it is a mess if you dump your mica powder. And always make sure your lids are shut all the way, just in case. All right, I'm going to carefully lift this up, and then I'm going to shake this off in my garbage can. And then I'm going to take a clean blending brush and just blend these colors together. All right, so very simple. And now you're just going to start tearing them and putting them on your other piece of white clay. And just put them all over and lay them on top of each other as well. And you want a little bit of all the colors together. Now just remember, because it is mica powder, you're going to have to be a little bit careful to make sure that everything is sticking. And you'll see I'll do small, I'll do large, you know, I'm kind of going all over with the different sizes. All right, let me put some littler ones together here. I got a bunch of big ones, so now I'm just going to lay some little ones on top. Kind of break up some of that big look there. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. What I'm going to do next is make sure I'm wiping my hands, because now my hands are full of all that mica powder. And the next step that we got to do, you want to make sure you have no mica powder on your hands. So I'm going to get my translucent clay, and I only need a very little bit of this. So I'm going to condition this and roll it out to my thinnest setting on my pasta machine. And honestly, you need very, very little. Okay, let me run this through my pasta machine, condition this really well, and roll it out. All right, so before I put my translucent on, I'm just gonna get a piece of my deli paper, and then I wanna kind of smooth this out a bit. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because we will be running this through our pasta machine. Okay, so this is on my thinnest setting, and I'm just going to make sure that I have enough. Put that right on top. And you want to make sure it's on your thinnest one. Make sure that's nice and down. Okay, so what I want to do is just kind of trim this up a bit. Get rid of all the extra that I don't need. And I obviously made enough of this to make a bunch of earrings, but I'm just going to show you one pair. Now, I'm going to run this through my pasta machine one time. And I'm going to roll it out to, well, I'm actually going to do, I'm going to go down in size a bit. So let me see what I want to do here. Okay, that's a number 4. So I think I'm actually going to stop there, because I don't think it needs to be any thinner, to be quite honest. But let's just kind of take a look and see if that's going to be enough. And I think it will. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of look and go with the different colors. And then I need two extra of these ones. Okay. So I'm going to stick those right inside. I love these earrings. I think they're so fun. All right, so now I need 2 of my circles. And I just cut those right out of this. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me just clean this up a little bit. And don't worry about if your white clay is a little dirty, because when you sand it down, all that little dust will come off. I'm just going to get most of it off. And I want to make sure my pieces have no fingerprints. So I'm just going to do a quick little wipe of them. All right, that's what they look like so far. So next, what I want to do is I am going to put little holes in here. So I need 3 holes, these 2, because these little guys are going to hang down, and these are going to be like shells. And I love that. We could even put them in this direction if we want and hang them that way. But I like it almost better this way. So it's on preference on what you want to do and what you're going to like. So I'm going to stick with this side down. And, oops. I'm going to get my little one here. And start making my holes. Do not go too close to the edge. If you go too close to the edge, you will break your piece. And we'll put this one on the top to hang it. We'll put a little ball up there, and then that's what we have. So put this in your oven, 275, bake it for a ½ hour, and then we'll come back and finish these up. All right, guys, my pieces are cooled off. I sanded them down. Look how gorgeous these are. Are those not absolutely beautiful and perfect for summer? I'm so excited about these. That mica powder came out so perfect for summertime. I mean, they're gorgeous. It really reminds me of like a shell. If you have it this way, it'll be a shell. But I really just wanted it more this direction. But I think it's just gorgeous. I'm very, very pleased with it. I decided instead of doing the ball, I'm going to use these particular ones because they match my little pieces really well. So the next thing that we got to do is just add our little charms. And I have been on this little kick lately of adding charms onto things just because I think they're so pretty and they finish off your pieces perfectly. It just kind of gives you that little extra something. Oh, I need a jump ring for that. Let me see. Let's go with, I believe, this size. And I'm going to mirror all of these. This way they all, or this way it looks really nice together. I don't want to do the same thing on each area because then it just looks silly. But if you mirror it, it looks really nice. Look how cute those are. These are going to be so fun. I almost wish this was just a tad bit smaller, but it really is just a fun piece. I'm going on vacation soon, and I just wanted something that I could wear that is just a fun, unique piece. There we go. Look how cute. Is that not adorable? I love these. I hope these guys like these as much as I do, because I just think they're fabulous. You don't have to seal these at all because it's all clay, and you put that translucent clay on top, so no sealing needed, which is wonderful. Now, I did run this over my little buffer, so it made this part shiny. So that's all you have to do is kind of do a little quick buff of it. And I'm telling you, I did not do it long at all. So it worked out real nice. Now remember, I do put all the links to everything that I use. So the cutters and stuff like that, and the mica powders. Anything I use, I always try to put in the description for you guys. If I ever forget to add something, just let me know, and I will let you know where I got it. So I am trying to remember to include everything so you guys can just go and click, but sometimes I forget. So if I do, just ask me and I'll look, see where I got it, and send you a link. So here we go. I hope that you really enjoyed this video. I hope that you have fun creating these pieces. And that maybe I taught you a new technique. If not, I gave you a little idea of something new to do. You guys have a wonderful day. Check out my membership for a lot of fun tutorials, and I will see you all next time. Bye.